Tim, what's making this offense work right now?
Honestly, Trevor, QB. He's facilitating to everybody. He has full control of the offense. He's running when he needs to run. He's throwing when he needs to throw. And obviously the run game and our line. I think we understand what type of team we are and the type of team that we want to be. We want to run the ball. We want to be physical. And when we need to throw the ball, we're going to throw the ball and we're going to make plays.
That was the Grizzly vet, Tim Patrick.
Yeah.
That was a very honest, genuine, thoughtful answer.
Totally. I mean,
he could have went anywhere.
You're
He
right.
given Liam Coen's got us ready,
Right.
or we're just putting it all together. He's like, honestly, it's just Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, and I think he's telling the truth here.
That's how I felt.
I mean, we're going to see where this goes, but it feels like we've turned a corner here. It feels like from the Houston game, the Arizona Cardinal game that they squeaked out in overtime where he threw some dumb interceptions in that, it feels like that was kind of like a come-to moment, and he's been a different player ever since that. The game I saw on film against the Colts on Sunday, he's had some good games in his career.
Sure.
Right?
The Chiefs win this year.
Right. That game, I mean, even, the year they went to the playoffs a few years ago, he had some games where we were like, statistically, it was pretty awesome.
Yep.
I think this is the best game I've seen him play as a technician of an offense as a quarterback. Not just making plays, but just running the offense the way it's in control.
Yeah.
Comfortable, knew where to go with the ball. Like he knew when the call came in, he's like, okay, I know what Liam wants on this play now. I feel like that's maybe where we're finally at. Hopefully that continues, right? Pete made a comment when we came at it, when we were in break a little bit ago. He goes, it always feels like he takes 2 steps forwards and 1 step back.
Right.
I feel like with this coach and this offense and all this will be the time he takes 2 steps forward and continues to go forward. Now, I might be wrong. We'll see. And I'll say it if I'm wrong. But I was very impressed by watching this back on film. I really was. He played one of his best games I've ever seen him play.
It also feels like he's a guy that, and this is natural, he's a little bit of a victim of expectations where it's like this was supposed to be the best prospect since Andrew Luck. And the environment hasn't been great for a couple of years. He hasn't been great in his own right.
Exactly right.
But now we feel like they got the coach.
Yep.
Feel like they got the pieces.
Exactly.
You've been praising Jacoby Myers. That just feels like a seamless.
It has been perfect.
Like almost a safety blanket,
right?
Or like a comfort food for him.
Yeah.
What does a guy bring like that to a pass game with just how responsible of a player he is?
Well, it's almost like it's like a Devontae Adams-ish kind of guy. It's the guys we talk about that are in the trust tree. It's like the guys Jaden Reed we talked about on Tuesday. Right? There's always an element of offense where it's like we need a guy that can do a little bit of everything. And on big downs or whatever, we know this guy can read the coverage the right way and make the offensive coordinator and the quarterback right no matter what it is, right? And that's where I think he's really good. And then also on top of that, Jacoby Myers is such a bigger human than people realize. So he's also one of those guys where it's like, oh, he's covered, but I can kind of throw it away from the defender, and he's big enough to go get that. I think that's where Jacoby Myers, just a true professional that has no weakness to his game. And sure, his strength is not running by people for 60-yard bombs. No, they already got that in Brian Thomas Jr. They needed more of the guy that could do the 10 to 15 to 8-yard type of routes, and that's where he's special that way. And you said it right about Trevor Lawrence, Connor. The expectations, there's been some mechanical flaws.
Since high school, by the way.
Since high school.
This
He's
was
gotten it done with natural,
since high school.
just natural throwing.
Yeah.
He just gotten it done. He had the Urban Meyer experience, was about as dysfunctional as you could possibly get. He gets Doug Peterson, where, okay, this is better, but it's not advanced algebra like you're getting with Liam Coen.
Right.
And Liam Coen is, I think, and then on top of that, I think you got a guy in Trevor Lawrence where, hey, the talk about Trevor Lawrence down in Jacksonville was always a little bit, he likes football, we're not sure he loves football. Not sure he's a gym rat like all the other great quarterbacks are. I don't think he's hanging around, watching film, doing whatever. Hey, who are we going to draft? What's going on in free agency, right? He's not that, like Mahomes or Josh Allen or anybody that way. I think there was that phase that was missing. That's where a psycho like Liam Coen comes into play. Because now he's like, what are you doing? Like, it's Tuesday. We're not in here for an hour and you go home. It's Tuesday. You're a quarterback. You're making $55 million. We're working today. We're working. I know it's a player's day off, but not for the richest guy in the organization who's got to lead everything. I think that's where Liam Coen comes in and brings Trevor Lawrence to the next level, and I think that's what you're seeing on the football field a little bit.
And fosters an environment that he wants to be around.
Exactly right. And now you start to have some success, and now you're starting to go, wait, all this crap this guy told me that was jumbling my brain early in the year, now it's making sense, and oh shit, he's open. Oh my gosh, you're right, Liam. This is a great offense. And I think that's where we're getting. The big thing you notice right away, great rhythm. Trevor Lawrence could at times sit there flat-foot, and then you'd go, okay, what's he doing? And then it would go, in real jerky, crazy motion. And you go, oh, damn, I don't know where that ball was going. I mean, the guy's 7 yards away, and he all of a sudden had this spastic reaction throw, right? I don't know what he missed him. Of course he missed him. Or it would be just hopping in the pocket a little bit. And now I'm seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, hitch and rhythm, boom, throw the ball. Instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, let me sit here. Is he open? Oh, now he's open. Let me throw it as hard as I can, right? That's not good quarterback play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, take a hitch. Oh, the first guy's not open. Hey, the second hitch, I'm looking at him. Oh, he's open. Boom, I throw it in rhythm on time. And it's helping with anticipation, right? And now his head and his feet are kind of married together, where it does help young quarterbacks at time. Because what it does when they start to harp on your feet all the time, you listen to your feet. And you go, my coach has told me with my second hitch, I'm supposed to be on the second read. And then you start to get to a point where you're going, wait, I'm on my third hitch. This ain't right. All right, I got to get to my third read. What am I doing? And I think all that's starting to click for Trevor Lawrence right now.
It feels that way. The time to throw was down last week. I think it was in like the 2.6s. He's usually kind of a 2.9 guy, so it speaks to your point.
Yeah,
everything.
Right.
And honestly, comfort in the offense.
Exactly. That's what it is.
Seems for real.
They're running the ball good again there.
Yeah, with
and he's not. Like the one thing I love about Liam, he doesn't give up on it if it's just ugly. He knows the attempts are important. That's his McVay history there. Hey, we got to keep running it even though it's not working great, because our play action's the greatest thing we got, and we just want to keep them honest in that department. But decisive as hell, the mechanics have always been all over the place. It's the best mechanical game I've ever seen when I've really studied them and watched them. His body was in the right position on every throw of the football game, except for one throw he threw to Brenton Strange over the middle, and he stepped not at him and tried to do the old, just let me flip my hips and get it there that way, and the ball behind him. Other than that, man, even the balls that were a little off target on completions or incompletions, you're like, I can understand why he threw it there. I get it. And that's, to me, when you start missing throws and you're missing them by a few inches, that's when you go, oh, man, he's feeling it. He's got great control, and he's totally in rhythm as a passer. Yo. Thanks for watching, homies. We are now in the NFL season here on Chris Simms Unbuttoned.
Hit subscribe to get our weekly picks, game recaps, film deep dives, and much, much more.
Thanks again for watching. Subscribe, rate, review. Peace out. You know where to find us.